I'm pretty sure.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. They pulled up on us.
Constantly.
They pulling up.
Constantly. I ain't had no time to sing for y'all today. I ain't feel like it. I ain't gonna lie. First of all, if you watch this, go ahead and drop it in the comments what I usually sing to them.
Sing it.
No.
No, I want one of them to sing it
on there
through text.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you know what I'm talking about, Kelly in the back? Because I ain't got it today, y'all.
Well,
Yeah.
it's us. It's Consuela.
It's your girl, K.E.
And, yo,
We here.
we here for you.
It's been a long week. Boy, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. We always give y'all hella energy today. Excuse us this week.
Excuse us.
Because
But it's still going to be a good episode, though.
it's gonna be a great episode. But at this moment, I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life. But that's what it be like.
Yeah. And that's what it be like sometimes. We all have our days, our moments. But it's okay.
And well, I don't think we've ever had one.
Nah.
We months deep, about 7 months deep. We ain't had no down episode as far as like our energy. We're gonna have
So
to
don't
pick it
y'all
up.
come for us in the comments. We
Yeah.
getting this out the way and letting y'all know up front.
Up
okay?
front. We're gonna have to pick it up. Let me get myself together. Y'all deserve the best of me. Deserve the best of me. Nah, man, I took a BC earlier, y'all. This how I know I'm getting old. I threw it back. You know, BC's nasty. Disgusting. I usually try to take them with a coat, but I had no coat, so I had to settle for water.
Ooh,
So
that probably made
I
it
had
worse.
2 of them jokers. The first one, Supreme, did a great job with that one. The second one, I
You
missed.
took 2?
Yes, ma'am. The second one, I threw it back, and some of it then went on my nose. Now I'm snorting sugar. Now I'm snorting powder. That really done made me mad. Oh, that's really what done got me. But hopefully it hit my system fast.
It's going to hit you, friend.
Because I need it.
It's going to hit you. It's gonna
Help me.
Please.
Please. What we got for him today?
Whew. Okay. This is the story all about.
My life done upside down.
Okay. What was the moment that you knew you liked women?
I turned my face up and looked at them like I really didn't know already. Like I really had to think about it. I'm going to tell you something funny. You know how people be like they was born gay, yada, yada, yada.
We gonna get to that because I got something to say about that too.
Yeah, people be like they was born gay. I done always had some stuff there. Some actions that I was like, I remember like being a little kid. I was super young. I wasn't even playing Pee Wee basketball yet. My sister like 7 years older than me, so she was playing Pee Wee basketball. It was my mom used to coach her Pee Wee team. So like they had this photo up in the living room, 2 of her teammates. So I used to just stare at the picture. One of them was a white girl, one of them was a black
You
girl.
admiring the
And
teammates.
I was admiring the 2 teammates. They loved me when we showed up to the game. I had a little crush on them now that I think about it. Like as I got older, I was very fond of them. That's what I knew. But see, I didn't know then though. Even like growing up stuff, I didn't really know then though. Cause I had boyfriends and stuff like that.
I know.
I really didn't like just like, you know how you go outside and you be like, ooh, she attractive, he attractive. Like I like people.
So, okay, wait. Let me stay on track here because you know it's still. Do you consider yourself like you only like women or like bisexual?
I ain't that gay. I say that all the time. I ain't that gay. Absolutely not.
So
I told you I like people. I just
Okay.
said I like people.
What ain't it a word for that? I'm sure it got to be.
Bisexual.
No, but I'm saying like when you don't have a,
I don't got no type.
cause you know they got anyway.
But
That's a word for it.
it's
Drop in
the
the
only
comments.
thing that I like. I don't know. I don't know if it's. I don't really know all
So
the
is that
like.
why you don't be? That's why you don't consider yourself a lesbian. I've never heard you call yourself that.
Absolutely not. I'm not one of them.
Why would you say?
I'm not that there's anything wrong with
I
that.
can just see you finna cut up.
No,
I ain't got
not that there's anything wrong with that. I really don't do all the like titles and all the
you
different.
just you like
you know,
what
I
you
just
like.
you
just
know,
are
yeah,
who you are.
Yeah. I'm not against. I'm full support of people who do all that. I love that for them. And when I say all that, I don't even mean that in a negative connotation. I'm saying all of that is in. I don't even know how to identify all that. For real, like all of the things that come with it. I'm not very educated in the community. but I am part of the community.
See, you gotta do better.
No, I don't. I support whatever they decide we doing over there. I'm cool with it. Whatever that makes them happy. I believe people should be themselves, and we need to accept them for whatever they look like.
How did you tell your mom and dad or family?
Didn't tell my dad. He should have just knew. Then I don't remember.
Y'all seen the other episode. That's why he was spelling.
He probably spelling my name wrong. He knew. This is It's an Aaron. I'm just playing. That's a good question. I didn't tell my mom. I just brought my girlfriend home. After like college, my first girlfriend, she came from a family who they really didn't have a lot. And she would come home with me during the school year and stuff like that. But we was just cool then. Mm-hmm. Well, she ain't had nowhere to go that summer. So I was like, I'm going to ask my mom, can you like come stay the summer with us? My mom was cool. She was like, I understand. My mom was a very like nurturing woman.
She is. Like,
she loves people. Mama. She gonna do whatever she can for somebody. If somebody going to heaven, I know it's Kathy. She going. She took her in, helped her find a job, took care of her. My mama one of those parents. When people be like, they parents don't love them or don't do for them or they kick them out when they turn 18 and stuff like that, I've never known that before. Because my mom always take care of everybody. So when I was like, she don't got nowhere to go, mama. That's literally what I said. She's like, well, baby, tell her come on to the house.
That sounds just like
And it was straight like that. And I really never just told her. She just kind of got the vibe or whatever. And I don't even know if I just was like, my mom would be like, your friend.
So how do it make you feel? Well, it probably don't make you because you just don't care. But how do you feel about like, in the Black community, when somebody, not all.
Go on and say what you finna say.
Some of us be, how they be like, she call herself liking girls. He call himself like how do they? Because that's a thing.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I'm trying to think. I can't pinpoint that ever being said around me. Ever. Mm-hmm. First of all, I'm very confrontational.
I know they ain't gonna. That's why I said not how does it make you feel, but
yeah, because when you try me, I'm going to try you. I'm going to gather you. So like, I don't usually get them type of things like in those spaces. But I have heard people saying stuff like that, and we have other gay family members who they talk bad about. They probably talk bad about me. But I guarantee ain't nobody saying that to me. Like I haven't had that experience. Like, for instance, like my auntie who just passed, the thing is, where your friend? Like, your friend, I ain't seen her, yada, yada. And then now I have to go and correct the term. It's not just my little friend.
Right.
Yeah. And that's how
put some respect on her name.
And that's literally before the last time I seen my auntie, that's the last thing I said to him. Like, hey, Laura, that's not my little friend, you mean?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, baby, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Well, ain't Laura wasn't trying to be rude. No, baby, it's all good because ain't nobody told you, But I ain't never had that experience. But if they did, I probably would feel some type of way.
Yeah, because I haven't. I mean, obviously, I'm not gay, but I don't just. Of course, that haven't been said to me or around me, but I've heard that said before. She call herself liking, he call himself, and it's just like, just let people be.
Yeah. What do you Are you ever in defense of people when somebody say something like that around you? Do you defend that individual, or you just accept it because that's the norm in our community?
They don't be like, it don't be. It's never been about somebody that I know, so I just kind of mind my business. Mm-hmm. Like, but if it was about somebody that I knew, I probably would.
Yeah, I just need to know if you're an ally or not. Y'all know, hey, for all of the kinfolk on here, and when I mean kinfolk, I mean the people in the LGBTQ plus IA. I'm not sure the letters. But for those of us who are a part of the community, you got to figure out who your allies is. So we trying to see who Kasway Lee is.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm a friend.
Now we said ally.
Okay. Anyway,
there's a difference between friends and allies. Just being clear.
Boosie and his daughter.
Kelly got tickled. Boosie is just going Boosie, man. I'm going to tell you,
I hated that for her. She was hurt.
Yeah, his daughter was very upset about that. What? Before I answer, what did you think about it? Ally?
No, I was in agreement with her. Like, and I like that she was able to say how she felt and not respect her dad. Because she made it clear, like, I respect him. That's my daddy. I love him. But you did X, Y, Z. You said X, Y, Z, and that hurt me. I hate that stuff like that had to come to the internet. Like, you could take care of it at home. But I don't think she did nothing wrong. And Boosie was wrong. I didn't watch the interview with him and Ari that she was referring to.
Did you see the actual clip?
I didn't see it, but for him to say contaminate or whatever she said, like, okay, that was a bit much. Like, and I really felt bad. That was sad. That was sad to watch, to see her.
That's how a lot of conversations go when in our community. And not even just our community, in the world when it comes to like having gay children or, you know, friends or whatever that looks like. That's how a lot of the conversations go. And I want to be clear. I love to see y'all on social media talking about it, so I can know who coming to my wedding and who ain't. A lot of y'all not coming.
You're not invited.
You're not invited, and it ain't got nothing to do about your love for me or your love that you may have for Rudy, but you're not coming because I know deep down inside you here to party. You're not here in support of our union. Back to Boosie. For me to see Boosie widely having that conversation with everybody except his child is, and we don't. People keep saying we don't see the conversations he had with his kids. That may be true. But also people are really bold when they get out in front of a camera and they can say whatever they didn't want to say because they don't have to deal with that individual's feelings when they say it. I really think he does that because he can say what he really truly believes without having to deal with her emotional capacity when he does it, which I really think is weird for a dad. Have a conversation with your kid.
And when people say that we don't know about their kids, but we do. She said that he never, and I believe her. Like, that girl was hurt.
She has no reason to lie.
She was hurt. Like, she was fighting back them tears. Like, and so clearly it's conversations not being had at home because she said, you never even asked me. You don't know why I'm this. You never took time to talk to me about it.
Too uncomfortable to talk to her about it, but he can rap about it.
And when she said that,
yeah.
With them two red
bones kissing in the back seat. It's cool to the red bone, your daughter.
And we gonna stop right there. Because another thing that I don't understand, I don't like, everybody is okay when it's women liking women. But when it come to men liking men, you just so homophobic. Like, that's just the worst thing. But when it's two women, it's like it's glorified, especially when it's like two girly girls. And I don't know.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. But I guess it's just one of those. I don't know if is that considered a double standard.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand.
How do you feel about it? Is it a difference to you?
No. It's weird to me. Like, it's just.
What's weird?
Like, that they would glorify this and then shame this. Like, it's the same thing. Why are you making it up such a big...
I think it's because men are supposed to be so masculine. And then people, we put gender roles on everything and stuff like that. I also think it's because it's easier to digest a woman like dressing like a man or quote unquote, which is not, I'm gonna get to that. Dressing like a man, want to be like a man. These people, that's just their identity. I don't wear tight clothes because I don't like wearing tight clothes.
Cause she got that juicy booty.
Big donkey donk. I've never liked tight clothes. Even when I was a little kid. Yeah. Like I don't like dressing like that. This has always been my swag. Sperry's, Aeropostale, Hollister. This right here what I got on. And some Chelsea boots. Like that's just always been my swag. I've never identified with that clothing. Ever. It's not me.
Yeah.
So when people say men are supposed to look like this and women are supposed to look like this, I don't understand why people want to put people in all these boxes. Why you just can't let them people be who they is? It don't hurt you.
That's my thing. You're not bothering me. And who am I to judge? And that's another thing. While we getting at that, see, Boosie done took us into a whole bunch. Because church. And she made it very clear she don't know God because of him. she know God because her mama took her to church.
Right.
But
he stay using God to.
And I don't. It's like you want to say that people going to hell and God don't like this. You being gay ain't no different than me going out and stealing some, or going out and having sex, or doing what. It's the same thing. And I don't. You can't. It's people try to make one sin greater than the other, and I just
all the time. I'm glad you start talking. I know this may be getting a little off, but like people use the Bible. They just, when I say this, I need to say this correctly because I don't want this to forever follow me. And then somebody use this against me in the future. But you know how like in the Muslim faith, they have these people who are like extremists and they use the Quran to make their, their violence acceptable. It says do this, and it'd be something violent. Mm-hmm. Well, I think we do that in the Christian faith too.
All the time. We take scripture and twist it and make it fit to what we want, or to our life, how it can be, And
ignore the other spaces that condemn the same thing that you're doing. For instance, I was scrolling on social media today, and I really wish I remember the pastor's name because I followed him today. But he was explaining how he hates when Christians try to make it seem like if you are a Christian, you should be voting for this candidate. How could you ever not vote for this candidate? He's a representation basically of what God wants for our country. That's idolatry. This man he's no representation of God or Jesus or anything like that. And then he was like, he had a picture on one of his posts of like people saying like deport immigrants and this and that and third. It was a part in the Bible. Don't quote me because I'm just paraphrasing now. But it was explaining like when Jesus was like, "I was a stranger and you turned me away." That's what you do in the immigrants, mass deportations and stuff like that when they ain't helping when they're in need. And when I seen that, I was like, man, I really need to get in my Bible because I really don't know. But I feel like God writes it on your heart. Like what you should be following and what you should be doing, and he'll write that on your heart. And for them to try to use the Bible in ways that it really wasn't set to be used to kind of like say, hey, this is okay and we should be doing this because the Bible says this. But the way you're doing that is also in disagreement in other parts of the Bible.
So how do you feel about the whole Adam? He didn't make Adam and Steve. He made Adam and Eve.
He didn't. But the man made Adam and Eve because he had to populate the earth. If you look at Sodom and Gomorrah, and I ain't even finna get into the Bible for real because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not no expert. But when in the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, there was like the angels came in and did what they did to the city, supposedly, if I'm understanding right, because the people in the city was like having just a whole bunch of sex. And then it was like some men raping young boys and stuff like that. It was a whole bunch of extra sex stuff for no reason. Like they just out here wilding. So it wasn't strictly just because like these people were in love with another sex. It was just because they was just doing a bunch of sexual activity and like aggressive stuff against other people, raping people and stuff like that. I think that mob was gonna rape the angels, if I'm not mistaken of the story. So when God burned down the city, he said don't turn back because he was in protection of not only like his commandments and all that other stuff, but because of these people trying to rape the angels that came to save the man.
So when people say God made me this way, do you think that is true or false?
God made everybody like the way he did. You who you are because God made you that way. And that's your fight, and that's what you got to go through every day, even if it ain't got nothing to do with being gay. Being gay is not the end of the world. That's my fight, or that's somebody else's fight, or whatever you got to deal with. Mm-hmm. You could be a drunk,
right?
You could be addicted to porn. You could be, and I'm naming all this crazy stuff, but it's all kinds of things that you ain't supposed to. It could be wrong on your battle every day. Finding a way to bully people. Like just all kinds of things. That's God made you that way because that's something that you got to get past or something he's using in your life to get whatever he needs to get out of your life.
There was this person talking, and so I asked that because it was like, well, when people say God made them that way, no, he didn't, because God don't make mistakes. If he gave you this body part, then he didn't mean to give you a different body part. Like that was the context of the. So that's why I asked.
With all the trans stuff, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna be honest. Why do I care about that individual's body parts? That don't do what people say would make you.
Well, what you eat don't make me shit.
Yeah, what you eat don't make me shit. I don't give a damn about what them folks doing. I'm gonna tell you something too in relation to this. This is how supportive I am from a distance. I had a kid in my class in another school district who was wanting to be trans or whatever, or dealing with that, and I'm getting my pronouns right. They wanted to be called a different name that was a male version of their female name. I do it every day. It's the smartest kid in my class. You think I give a damn about what that kid name is? I'm going to call you what you want to be called in order to make you feel the way that you need to be feel in order to be successful in my class. Mm-hmm. If them people want to go cut their body parts off, do something different, whatever make you feel good to pay them taxes. The doctors get paid. The doctors got to pay taxes, whatever. And even if they using the, I guess maybe Obamacare or whatever, something to try to, I don't know if that even is possible. So I'm just saying, I don't care about that either. I pay my taxes, do with it what y'all will. I don't care. Those type of stuff don't bother me. I don't understand why people be so bothered about what other people doing.
But it seems like people just go hard on that alone. Like, it's so, and they always reflect it back to sin. It's just like, it's so much of the sin.
Yeah, that they living in every day.
And you worried about somebody else who somebody else is choosing to love or choosing to be.
And then talking about they don't want their kids around and stuff like that. Oh, let's talk about that.
Well, how do you feel
Just get back to the Boosie thing.
Okay, yeah.
Boosie was like, we got off track. Boosie was like, he didn't want his other kids. His daughter is welcome to come to his house, but her significant other can't come to his home because he doesn't want that to contaminate his other children. You know how much stuff I have seen, so much heterosexual stuff on TV that ain't never made me want to just be heterosexual.
But you know, that'd be a thing too. They be like, what people, they making everything gay now. They putting gay stuff in everything. Now, I will say, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know how I feel about stuff like that being on kid shows.
Why?
Because kids are not kind of, kids are influenced by what they see. Well, kind of. And what they around.
I agree. They are.
I feel like I don't think that should be like, just let them decide but don't put it out there like.
But kids shows seeing people shooting guns.
That's too though. That shouldn't be in kids shows either.
But I'm saying that it's so much that's around the world, and this is where I am with it. I don't care about what my kids are seeing, because when you raise your kids are going to know the right and wrong from you. Mm-hmm. And what they're exposed to makes them more of a well-rounded individual. Mm-hmm. It's your job to shape their character.
Yeah.
So them seeing gay things on TV, how you know your kid really ain't deeply going through some stuff where they really may be gay and they're finding inspiration by something else they see, and it's all about representation. They didn't have black actors on TV in the past.
True.
Being having black actors in films was just as like, oh my gosh.
Well, even still, because you seen Kerry Washington talking about her being the lead and
on Scandal, and they was like, oh, this is too risque for us to have a black female doing all the things that she was doing as far as having the power and in Washington, D.C. I freaking love Scandal. One of the greatest shows to ever be made because of the representation of a black female having that power and ability to move things in the background. So how do you don't know that's not going to be something influential in your child's life? Your child might be gay for real. It's all about representation. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm aligning it similar to it, right? But did you see the movie? I'm not finna say Luigi, but that's not true. It's a movie about the Italians.
Luca.
Freaking love that movie.
I love Luca.
The dad was a single parent who was disabled. How don't you know that ain't an expired kid who's disabled? Mm-hmm. I don't want my kid seeing somebody with their arm cut off. Representation, to me, it's the same stuff.
Yeah. That's true.
I think we have
'cause
too
I
much
look-
sex and violence on TV. Now, I would agree with that.
That for sure. Because I'll be, as an adult sometimes, be like, this is too much.
Yeah.
And I'm 30 years old. Like, mm-mm. So, yeah. But, I mean, you're right when you say it's up to you because, I mean, you raising boys and they like girls.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and
I questioned it, though. I ain't gonna lie, because they so sweet and they like
They just nice.
so
I mean-
calm. And Jew got the juice. Don't get Juice confused. He got the juice. But Bean is just so chill, and I had to question it a little bit, and I thought to myself, like, what if my kids turn, and they're not,
Right.
being clear. Not, for sure. But they just, like, they think it's, like, they still in the phase, like, where girls and stuff like that, they're like, I don't want all that. Like, they just be cool.
Yeah.
They're not even interested in like a whole bunch of dating and stuff right now. Like they still shy and they're still innocent because and we sit up and watch Power together. Like I believe in introducing the stuff to your kids and teaching them right from wrong as you watching it with them and talking to them about it. Like because when you hide them from it, you ain't
That's
doing
make 'em
nothing.
wanna
Make
go
them
do
want to
it.
indulge more into it. So when you introduce it to stuff to them, then the things will be different. But I had to question it because where the girls at? Where the girlies? Where the y'all know?
Baddie.
Yeah, where the baddies at? And then, they talk about different stuff, but they not just really interested. They still in the ill phase. Like, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
They just want to hoop and go to school and play video games and watch anime, and they just still like innocent little kids, and they in the 10th grade. Which is what made me question it, because, at that age,
We was sneaking and geeking.
yeah. Well, I don't
Why
know if
wasn't I? was about to say,
Yeah,
wait, not 10th grade, nah.
But little boys, you would think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, so have you ever been to any church and felt uncomfortable or felt like
Not
I'm
because
not
I
welcome
was
here?
gay.
Oh, not okay.
Not
Other
because I was
reasons?
gay. They just be weird vibes in there.
Yeah.
Not because I was gay. I've always gone to church if I was dating somebody. We finna go to church together. Because I don't care about the people in the church.
You there for Jesus?
I do not care about the folks in church. That don't matter to me. I don't think I've ever had any weird things happen to me at church like that. Now, what I do, if we want to talk about church and being gay, this is what I really want to discuss. I don't know how, comfortable I feel about inviting people from the church like that to my wedding. I have anxiety about that. Even, my best friend's dad and stuff like that, I don't know if he would come. Because soon as the man tell me he can't come because of that, we would never be as cool as we are again. Ever again. I'm putting that out in the air because I'm afraid to talk to him about that.
I've been needing to have, anyway, that's a whole nother. I don't think that would be the case though, because I remember in school when you would come and visit and he would be like, my daughter here today.
Yeah, but there's a difference between coming to
But that's
supposed
his
to be like
place.
a union. I ain't trying to have it up there. I'm just
I
being
mean,
honest.
I don't want to get married at a church, period.
Yeah, I'm not
and
gonna have
not
my
gay.
wedding
I
in no
don't-
church and nothing like that. And it ain't because I just feel some type of way about church. That's just not this place we want to have a wedding.
I don't want to get married in church either, so
Yeah.
that's understandable.
So, just to go back to our relationship and the love that I have for him and the respect that I have for him, I feel like at some points in my life, he was more of a dad than I've ever had in my own pop. So if I tell this man, hey, I'm getting married, blah, 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 and he decide that he want to sit down and talk to me about this, or he can't support me because of this and that would be the end of our relationship, because I respect where you are and he's a pastor and stuff like that. That's great. But I just can't do it.
So are you saying he's not invited? Period.
I don't know. I just said I'm on the,
You're
I'm on the
yeah.
fence about it, because that's a conversation I don't feel like we should have to have, but because I feel like it should be you love me and I'm coming in support. But I have seen the things that people say about if I show up to that, or if I was to,
Yeah.
not that I even want him to do that, but have him do the, whatever it's called.
do the wedding, officiate.
Yeah, officiate. I don't even want that. But if he would be like, if I come, that means I support it.
Mm-hmm.
And that may be something that he is weird about or something like that. And if I get, me, if I get any weird vibes to anybody, I don't care. I'm cutting you off. And that would break my heart to have to cut him off.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that really, that weighs on me when I think about a wedding. Because I love him so
That's
much.
tough. And I know
Yeah.
that's tough for you.
Yeah, it is. It's hard for me, but I just, I don't know. He just gotta go. And I'm not mad because I respect where
Yeah.
people are, but let's just do that.
Yeah. Dang. That is.
Yeah.
That's
That weighs heavy on my heart. And the reason I say that, because now I got to put him on the blast.
Oh my gosh.
Alcohol was like, I remember being in college and we got our first apartment together. And we moved off campus and we was moving in and his grandmother was coming to help decorate our crib and stuff. And he was like, is what's the name gonna be here or whatever, because I just don't know if my grandmother can handle that. I was almost fit to cut him off. Because that really hurt my feelings. What the hell do you mean? What does that mean? And we never really talked about it until we and he apologized. He's like, he didn't mean it like that. And I really can't even go back and tell you what he meant. But I don't know. It's just something.
He meant it like that, but he didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just something. I was just
He
like,
meant what he said, but
Now-
he wasn't trying to hurt you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's crazy. Grandmother loved me. She never had no conversation to have about it or didn't say nothing about it. But
So his dad ain't never like just talk to you regular about it? No.
And I always bring them to his house. So if he's always had opportunity to say so, because I'm coming over there. I'm not going to not show up until I've never gotten any bad vibes about it, and I hope I never get none. I don't know.
I hope you don't either, because I'm going to hate that for y'all relationship.
Me too.
Yeah.
But you know me, and we know him. We like the same individual. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
I wonder how my dad feels.
Time out. Blended families. She said she was going to have a conversation with her dad. Y'all seen her. Y'all heard her.
Yeah.
Did you have it?
I've been busy.
No.
I ain't been talking to you for real.
But you made time to talk to me. So look at the camera.
We ain't really talked that much. We
And don't-
ain't had no couple hours of conversation.
couple,
I don't
couple,
mind telling y'all, no,
she-
I haven't had that conversation. I ain't had time. And you already know why. So we can hit on fun blast. And guys, I just ain't had time. I've been in the middle of my comprehensive exam for my doctorate program. I've been having to I can't tell y'all everything. I'm not supposed to tell y'all what the exam is and stuff like that. But I've just been very busy and tired. That's why when we came in here, I was just mentally exhausted. I ain't got the energy. But we still got the energy to make pie for you.
We do, because we damn bad. Y'all should
damn
have seen us
bad.
walking. We look like two sad puppies walking up the
Yeah,
sidewalk.
we down bad, man. That's been a long week for me. But I am going to have the conversation. I've thought about it several times, but I just haven't had the time to really sit
Would
down.
you invite him to your wedding?
Did he invite me to his?
Don't be like that. Oh, this is who I promise. She's not putting on a front in front of the camera. This is what you see.
I thought we
It's
talked about that on the pod. We
what
didn't talk
you
about
get?
that.
I don't know. If we did, I don't remember. I remember
I
you,
ain't getting no
remember
invite
you
this
saying
way.
that he didn't invite you, but we didn't talk about yours. If you,
No, I'm just saying he didn't invite me to his wedding, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm real deal. I'm serious about that. I don't know. Does he want to come? Because if I send an invite, he don't come. It's on, baby. I
just want to take this time to say, if you get invited to anything from her, please, if you care about your friendship,
You better go.
show up.
I take that serious. That's why I don't.
But you are also the friend that always gonna show up, and if you can't, it's because you really just can't. Like,
Yeah. So I'll demand reciprocity.
yeah, I will
So
say
my
that.
dad didn't show up to my graduation at Arizona State, and I was excited to graduate from law school. He didn't show up today because he had to work. So he retired now. What if he don't show up? It ain't because he had to work. So I don't know. I don't got time to be disappointed. You know I don't like that. If you make me feel vulnerable and hurt, I cut you off. Because how dare you?
But the rest of your folks will be there.
Oh, absolutely. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a party. Yeah. It's gonna be a party, it's gonna be a good time. I don't it wouldn't make me no difference. I would love for him to come, but I just don't know.
Obviously not now, but
What you
you
mean?
were single. Would you date a bisexual lady?
Rudy's the first gay person I've ever dated. I've always dated straight women. But they really ain't straight.
I'm about to say, are they?
They just like me. I don't know what it is. They just be liking me.
Okay, well, that was simple enough.
Yeah.
Would you ever go Would you ever date a man again?
Absolutely not. I hang with them. Absolutely not. Like talking and chilling and hanging out and stuff like that. That's different. But I would never date a man. You be dating them? You see how they be acting? What I look like dealing with that?
I don't even want to.
No, I can't. I ain't got that time. I don't have the space. I don't have the mental capacity to date a man.
But you got the mental capacity to date a woman? Women
Because
are...
I know women are very much more complicated, but I know how to handle them. I know what they need. All you got to do is make them feel loved, make them feel seen, make them feel valued, gift them a little bit, wine and dine them. Y'all easy. It's hard. It's work. It's work. Men don't like work. It's work dating a woman. But it's easy. It's just like life. Life is really easy. We make it complicated.
Yeah.
So it's just the same in dating. Women are not as difficult as we make them be. They complicate and complex, and well, boy, they get on my nerves. Love you, babe. Love you.
Wow.
But it's like that. Wouldn't as a woman, wouldn't you say it's easy, but you just dramatic?
Yeah, I'm overly emotional.
That's the problem.
Overly, like, I got so mad. Never mind.
Go ahead. Some petty. Y'all be
called
furious.
Twice. Ain't answered that phone. I done made up a whole scenario in my mind and believed it, and I went off whole time. Phone was on charger.
But see, and I'm gonna tell you something about that though. I don't know if it's because a man has done something to you,
That's
so your trust is messed up. But an individual like me, I one sleep or two, I'm at work. A woman ain't never got to second guess my loyalty and what it is that I'm doing. I ain't never put you in that mind frame or that position to have to guess that. Therefore, they always gonna feel secure in me.
When you said, what you just say? You said this probably because something has happened to me. Do you really feel like sometimes when people are gay, when people be like, well, something might have happened, do you feel like that really do kind of that play a part? It can play a part in... Absolutely.
They I've seen that happen a lot to people. Not...
I've seen it happen too, but I've seen it go both ways. Stuff happening, either they like hypersexual or they started liking the same sex.
Facts. I'm same thing. They took the words in my mouth. Same thing. But I not specifically for me. And when I say this, I hate to keep getting on his top because I do love him, man. And now it's like a joke, like I hate him or something.
We sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dad. But I just don't trust men because I didn't trust my dad. And then I hang with them all the time. Why would I ever trust a man? I'm just being honest. I don't want that. Don't attract me. I love men's their muscles and how strong they are and like. Yeah. What are the other things that you like about a man?
I just love men, especially the black ones.
Yeah, but like, what is it that you like about a man? Like, what is it?
I like the nice ones that are like very
chivalrous.
Yeah. I like the ones that don't lie.
Yeah.
I like the manly ones, the country ones that know how to do like manly stuff.
I love those.
The one that can fix your car.
Yeah, I don't need him. Cause I can get that.
Cause she don't learn how to change that oil.
Yeah. Did we tell the folks that? I know how to change my own oil now, baby. Don't need that. No, want it. But I like that too.
Yeah, I like country men.
The things that women like about men, I like about men too. I don't really want them like that. Cause I know it's a deeper thing for me as far as like love and respect and loyalty, and they don't really be having it like that.
True. Now, when it comes to the LGBTQIA+, I had to make sure I got that. Do you feel that they are overly sensitive?
Did those people in that community are overly sensitive? I do not think they're overly sensitive. I think they give off overly sensitive because they are in defense of their identity and who they are. And when I say this, old people, don't attack me. I'm just trying to do the best I can with what I know. How the civil rights movement was and how we feel about racism and how people are treating us and stereotypes. that all goes over into any other element where people are a minority or they feel undervalued or under-resourced or unsupported. The same way they feel about their identity and, sexuality, is how we feel about our race and how we feel about equity and the stuff like that. But it's a broader pot of us. So, and it's become more accepting and understanding and people are more responsible regarding us now because of the policies and laws and stuff like that. We're protected. They don't feel protected. So when finna go on the boat. Just like a woman. Just like a woman, they don't feel protected. Yeah. It comes off like she's oversensitive or she's over emotional, she's angry.
Bitter.
But that's why they act like that, because they're not protected. They don't feel seen, valued, or heard. I swear to God, if you leave them folks alone and stay out their business, stay out them gay folks' business, they would be all right. Respect them and, say, hey, that's what they want to do. That's what it is. When you leave them alone, they wouldn't be.
I used to think that they was overly sensitive, but then I had to look at it from the perspective of like, because I used to be like, they always saying like they don't do this because I'm gay. But then I had to look at it like black people do it too, because I'm black. Because I'm black. It's the same thing. So I had to take a step back and look, analyze. I'm like, it's the same thing.
It's that same thing. It may not be the same topic.
Yeah.
No. They say it to us too. Why y'all always got to bring race up? Because we are historically dealing with this.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? It's the same thing for them. Imagine being a black man who is gay. I wouldn't want it for my kids. Just because it's so much they have to deal with. And black women hate black men who are gay. Boy.
Really?
Yes. Anytime a man comes out gay, they attack him. They attack that man, this and that, and then it's almost worse than how they act if he get with a white woman.
Okay, I'm not like
I ain't lying.
I just processed what you
I
said.
ain't lying. It's almost worse than that to them.
Educate me on why or how being called the F word is. Well, how is that?
Faggot.
Yeah,
we got to say it just in case they don't know what you're saying.
How did that become like bad? I'm like, what is the behind that?
I don't know. I think it's kind of like being called nigger.
Yeah, but I know I know the
two extremes.
I know the stuff behind like where the N word came from. I don't know. Like
I don't know. That's a good question. I really don't know where that came from. I know just like being called a bitch and you a woman. It's a very extreme
what
word
you
to
say?
call.
What you call me?
Because when you hit him with that F word, just know gay men got hands, and just be ready to see him because they still a man. That is still a man, Byron. Yeah, that's still a man, Byron, and just be ready to deal with that. I don't know where. That's a good question. I can't educate you. I don't know. We both need to be educated on that.
Yeah,
I think it's unnecessary to be calling people names like that for real.
I didn't know that Beaner was like bad.
What's that?
For a Mexican? I thought it was just wetback. Like I thought that was the
wetback is a classic. I didn't know about Beaner.
I didn't know.
What is that? What does that mean?
It was a Hispanic girl that I worked with and told me that, and I was like, I never heard that.
If you're Hispanic and you watch Waggy, please educate us in the comments what that means. Yeah, Pop, jump on there and tell us what's up.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, that question just popped in I didn't even have that on my notes. It just popped in my head.
Yeah, I don't know.
You told me to remind you about a conversation with the homies.
Yes. When we're talking about like the out the closet story and like what like was it for me? Because I was raised in a Christian home. My mom ain't raised me to be like this. Like I was never around nobody. I had an uncle who was gay, but he had a wife and kids and stuff like that. Like he's actually my first cousin. But I wasn't around like this. Matter of fact, my whole time growing up, I was in rejection of this because I really didn't know that's what it really was. Like I really like girls because I didn't really like them. I don't like y'all hoes. I just want to be clear. It's only a few in my lifetime that I've actually liked. And if I've ever entertained you, I really didn't like you. Because what I want, I'm going to go ahead and date and be with. So to say that, you get back to the point. I was hanging with my homies, again, first apartment in Pine Bluff, and everybody pulled up the group chat, the league, not our group chat, but the league group chat. A couple of them was there, and I remember talking to Terry, and I said, I don't know what conversation, like how we got to the conversation, but I remember like it was really weighing on me to say it. I was very afraid of like just like coming on out the closet like that I'm gay, because I didn't date the first girl until like college. Like first real girlfriend, college, sophomore year in college, to be clear. And he was like, I was saying something along the lines, man, I'm really afraid to be gay because I want to be successful. And he looked at me and he was like, you being gay has nothing to do with you being successful. And I had just been trained up, like people hate gay people. I've been trained up like, that's
But you
bad,
know
that's
that then
bad.
used to be a thing. Like then,
It's almost like, yeah.
So for him to say that, then that's
He was
like,
real.
yeah.
He was real. That changed. That transformed my entire mind. Cause I'm thinking like, man, if I come out and like be gay, I'm not gonna be able to get where I want in life, and then I'm not like gonna be successful. He was like, God. He also was like, God loves you regardless of like the mistakes you make and the things that you do. God loves you for who you are. He's always gonna get like the best out your life, purpose in your life. He may not even remember having this conversation with me because he was high, but when he said it, I was like, that was real. Because I had, we come from church. I wasn't raised like that. People hate gay people, especially our community. They condemn it so much. It's okay for your son to sell drugs and shoot the block up.
And your daughter to have.
And your daughter to have all these children out of wedlock. And for all of that stuff to happen, don't nobody in the community got nothing to say about that, but let a motherfucker be gay. That is like the worst thing in the black community. So for him to say that gave me more confidence in myself and like who I am. Like, I really don't care. Because that's not going to... I'm thinking my success was tied to it. Mm-hmm. I don't care what the fuck y'all think. But my success being tied to it, I had to change my view on that because, I mean, I've been this way for a long time. And I'm not saying God is pleased, but he ain't stopped blessing me.
And I just feel like it goes back to that's your battle, your relationship with God. That's your thing to deal with, to fight. And it be the people that have the most
going on talking.
And that just...
Can we get back on Boosie now? Boosie, I lost a lot of respect for Boosie when he was on them social medias, like talking about, put you on live, I give you $1,000. I was saying it and that was so funny to me, but taking advantage of young women who are broke and they ratchet and they doing stuff like that and you got them sending you like that, that's on some Diddy stuff to me. 2, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he have like these strippers have sex with his son and do some sexual activities to his son at a young age?
Think something like that.
If I'm lying, I apologize for lying, but
it was something.
That's sexual assault. And you paid somebody to rape your child. But your daughter gay, and that's the worst thing in the world. I can't respect, I love his music. He's always going to be like a hood legend to me, but I'll have no love for that. Mm-hmm. You hate your daughter so much that you would get on here and show out in front of these people, and all the ignorant ass people in the comments are condoning it. That is his child.
Yeah. So how you feel about Dwayne Wade?
I love D Wade. Now, the situation with his daughter, not the youngest daughter, but the one who's transgender now. I can't say because I don't have a situation like that I'll ever deal with, but I'm just glad that he loves and supports his child. That's his child. That's their life. Whatever he eat don't make me shit. So I don't really think about D Wade too much. I'm just glad that his child feels loved. Because people will really shun their child and have their child out here living in this world by themselves, all because they gay. So power to him. Shout out to D Wade for doing what he does for his daughter, because people really don't be treating their children well, all because of a perception of what they think they should be doing. I disagree with people who cut off their child because their child ain't in college. College ain't for everybody.
And I need people to realize college don't mean you're going to be successful.
It don't, because you still got to go get a job.
So, yeah. People...
Let's get back to what do you think about the D Wade and his Daughter.
As far as like, did he like legally get her name changed and all of that? I don't know. I feel like if all that, I feel like that should have happened maybe when she turned 18 and do all that stuff herself. I don't know. I mean, supporting who she is, what she likes, okay. But I don't know. Some things I just feel like she's still a child, and some things should just stuff like that. I feel like legal stuff had doing all, and it might be. I mean, it's just a name, but it's not just a name. And I just feel like maybe when she's like older,
she can always go back and change her name. What she can't do is change her sex again. So I can understand how that would be sticky.
Yeah, just certain things like that. I feel like maybe not while she's a child. Like wait till she's like grown and like for sure and can make these decisions. Like okay, this is me. This is what I want to stick with.
How old is the child now?
I think she's maybe early teens, maybe. If a teenager.
No, I think it's like
11?
late teens.
Late teens?
Mm-hmm.
Like 17?
Yeah, I really think.
Maybe because it's been going.
Zaya is 17.
Okay, why I'm trying to make this girl like 11, 12, 13.
But I think it happened that early though.
Yeah,
like I think it happened that early, and I just told you the time frame that I gave you. I wasn't even in Pee Wee basketball yet. Mm-hmm. Pee Wee basketball is like 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade. I wasn't there yet. My sister was playing Pee Wee basketball. I'm 7 years younger. I've always known that something was off. So I really don't have a lot to say about it. It happened at 12. I was younger than that. And something her father believed she had known since she was 3. I ain't gonna say 3. I was hooping and stuff and riding bikes, but I've never played with Barbies. I've never played.
Was homecoming the only time that you ever, in your, like, since you could pick your own clothes, was that the only time that you've been, like, girly?
Nope. I had to wear dresses that, like, I used to sing in the choir and stuff like that, so we had dresses for certain things that we needed to do. I've wore dresses before for like, pictures and stuff like that.
Wear one on the podcast.
Huh?
Wear one on the podcast.
Why would you ask me to wear that on the podcast?
Because you was cute.
Why would I want to wear it on the podcast, though?
Because
you see what I say? This whole stay playing in my face and with y'all, too. Then Boosie daughter
I gotta insert the picture.
Never let somebody play with you, even if it's somebody close to you that you love. Didn't I just tell her they ain't never been my swag, never been like something I've been on? Because if I wear a dress, I'm going to be better than her.
Yeah, listen, she got that juicy booty. I'm trying to tell y'all not hearing me.
No, that's the second time. Like as I got older that I wore one. I had to wear one for that was the first time. Homecoming. First time was homecoming, and the second time and the last time was graduation. I wore a white dress. I was the class president and stuff.
Graduation. I don't remember that.
I can show you a picture. I wore a white dress. I was sexy in that thing too.
Woo. Okay. What about bathrooms?
What you mean? Oh, you mean like the LGBTQI?
Letting whoever go into whatever they want to go.
I think I want to. I
don't feel like that should be at school.
Why?
Because what if you got somebody that's like straight and is just a mean kid or don't got no home training and they just go do some off the wall like just because anybody can go in. I don't know.
That's not for them though. That's not that gender neutral bathroom stuff. It's really not designed for them. What I think schools should do is they should have a gender neutral bathroom that's a one stall. You know how they have handicapped bathrooms where it's just open doors one door. They need to have a couple of those throughout the building for their children who identify as the gender that they wasn't born as or whatever, so that kid can feel safe. Because what happens is you forcing that kid to go in the bathroom. For instance, what if it's a transgender girl? You forcing that little girl to go in the bathroom with all of these boys to make you feel better. That kid ain't gonna go to that girl's bathroom and do nothing to them girls. I don't know. People seem to think that the transgenders are gonna do something to the other sex.
No, I think it's the other way around. That like as far as getting picked on and bullied and stuff like that, that's what I think. Okay,
and if that's the case, I would agree. Okay, but I feel like they should get them their own bathrooms, like the nurses' station and stuff like that, where they have one bathroom. It should be like that because it be the other gender that be harassing them,
being bullied. Kids are mean,
especially little boys. But I feel like if people raise their kids to stop hating other folks and doing stuff to other people, things would be a lot different, man. It don't be that serious. Why?
They couldn't up.
Why do we be so focused on what other people doing? And if your kid don't feel comfortable because a transgender boy is using the bathroom, what make them not feel comfortable? I don't know. Just to be protecting their kid, they need their own gender neutral bathroom where they can just go.
But I think adults are mean too, though. Straight.
They was raised in hatred.
Yeah.
People are raised to hate. Again, go back to what we was talking about it doesn't matter what they see, it's what you teach them at home.
That's true.
You remember your first time being called the N-word? You ever been called the N-word?
Mm-mm.
No?
By like a white person?
I remember my first time being called the N-word. I was called the N-word at school. I was in like the 4th or 5th grade. My mama drove up to Breaker. His mama worked at Breaker. And called her out there to that car, and she told him I ain't had no more problems with him. My mama beat the brakes off him. And I don't think he called nobody else the N-word either. I remember in high school, he was cool with everybody. Now, they might be saying it at home or something, but it's just how you raise them. That's where
you heard it first, at home.
I don't even know about that, though. You know how your kid get
heard
around?
It somewhere in his family.
Man, that may be possible. It may be true.
Maybe not his mama and daddy.
Yeah,
but
I ain't denying that it's they around something else that's making them feel, but also raise your kid. They know what's right and what's wrong. My kids sit up around kids that cuss all day. They don't do that at our house, but I bet you they cuss at the school. I'm gonna be honest, I ain't no dummy. I bet they cuss at the school. I bet they cuss in the locker room. I bet they do all kinds of stuff, but when they get to that house, they know what time it is.
Same with us.
Yeah.
I ain't cussing in front of my mama. She probably be shaking her head. She be shaking her head when she watch this. I be seeing little baby ones.
People be like out of respect, this and that and the third. I'm not gonna cuss out nobody, but I cuss. I ain't even finna get into all that because I don't got time to be arguing with y'all. I do what I want to do.
I think this was a good episode. We covered a lot, talked a lot.
Yeah, we did.
I enjoyed it. Did your BC work?
Too. Yeah, I feel a lot better.
You feel better now?
Yeah, it kicked in because I was down bad for a little minute there.
So, waggy point for this, mind your business.
Simple as that. I like that one, friend. Mind your damn motherfucking business, bitch. That is the one. Cause it is simple as that. Why does it bother people? Why does it they be in the depths of their soul?
And if you gon' be in the depth of your soul, make sure you done sweep around your front porch. Make sure you perfect before you come over here. How about that? When you perfect, then you can come over here.
What she say on that? What she said?
When you perfect, then you can come over here.
Yeah.
Until then, leave me alone. Worry about you.
I'm on my business unless they hurting somebody.
What's your eat?
Can we go back to that?
What?
Let's go back because I wanted to say this.
What you want to
before we get in X? I said I mind my business unless they doing something to hurt somebody. Let's talk about the person who got kicked out the group chat, who got on social media and dropped some he called us sad ass.
He called us sad ass people, and
I was gonna leave this alone until I said that, and it made me remember. Like you said what you said, and it made me remember the time that I had something to say when it had nothing to do with me. I don't support people who do stuff that hurt other people. So I'm gonna say it here, and I might clip it and send it to him. The man he called us sad ass people like we did something to him. We was speaking down on him or whatever. But the man, what was his official charges?
I don't. Was it sexual harassment or sexual assault?
No, it was sexual assault or something like that.
Yeah, sexual assault. I think
and he got really aggressive with a girl.
Was it domestic?
Domestic violence, domestic battery or something like that, and sexual assault. He got really aggressive with a female, and this was no he say, she say stuff. He told our other homeboy, our homeboy clarified that the man did say that happened, and then told the whole story. And I ain't never got mad and fucked somebody. I'm just gonna be honest, I ain't never got mad and did nothing like that. So I mind my business until you hurt somebody, and I'm never the individual who is in support of people who do things wrong. If you go to jail and you kill somebody, if you told me you did it, or if I know you probably did it, I ain't coming. And it ain't for you, nigga. It ain't for you. Stay in jail. Because you need to be responsible for the things that you've done. So I'm saying that to say I mind my business until you've done something to hurt somebody, and then I'm speaking loudly about something like that. But we can move on.
Eek.
That
Cause
that's my
he
ick.
finna go on he finna go social media.
Yeah, that's my ick. He probably don't watch the pod, and that's fine with me. I hope he's doing better. But the ick for me is pretending. Again, I've said this before. Pretending to be a victim when you've done something that you know that you was wrong for. Now you a victim, and everybody loving your status. And then when I get on there and say what little group or what group, you done deleted it.
Deleted your comment.
Cause you took it to Facebook. I'm just trying to figure out who you talk about. Go on to put a name on it. So since we just subliminally throwing shots, I'm subliminally sending them back.
Oh,
On my platform. Our platform. We sending them. Jakob.
don't do
Pew,
that.
pew.
No, we're not. No, not that part.
Pew, pew.
Okay, my ick is my father.
Dang. Hey, bro, she always got something negative to say, man.
Cause why you eating so much all the time? You're not even that hungry. That is gluttony. He will sit up and just eat and eat and eat some more and eat some more. And then he just burps so loud over and over and over and over.
He probably be stinking the bird.
And he talking about, well, would you rather a fart? I don't want none of it. Stop eating. Like, when the man for breakfast one day, almost the whole thing of the chorizo, about 8 eggs, no, about 6 eggs, bacon, literally half pack bacon, some cookies, 2 Cokes, the whole loaf of bread beside him. He pulling out the bread out the thing, one piece at a time. You not that hungry. Why are you eating like that? Like, and it's like he just eat because it's there.
Let me say this, and I'm in defense of you today, Pop, to an extent, because I'm finna get on your top, too. Them bills paid over there. You go to work. You take care of them. You emotionally present. They need to mind their business, Pop. 2.
He is my business.
2. You eating too much. I'm in agreement about that eating too much. Now, you got to live for a long time. All that food you eating is unnecessary. Eat some cleaner food.
Please. Jeez.
We want you here for a long time.
Yeah, that's my egg. Sorry, Dad.
All right.
I just can't believe you done threw that part in the end.
I don't care. I meant that. I mind my business until it's something you do wrong, and then I'm calling you out because I'm supposed to be your friend. I don't condone
now
foolishness.
I'm finna catch a straight just because I'm sitting here.
I don't condone foolishness, and you know that. And you know that. And she know that. I ain't the one for no foolishness. And they know that.
1, 2, 3.
Shit, come on. 1, 2, 3. Weekly heat. Weekly heat. And finna keep turning it up. All right.
Damn.
The weekly heat for this week, guys. I'm so excited that those BCs kicked in and we were able to give you guys a great episode. I don't know how you guys are going to receive this episode. And then if you know KE, you know I really don't care. But I'm excited to see the conversation that we build from here. I'm hoping that you guys have more conversations like this with your family, your friends, probably not your coworkers, but definitely like your kids and your cousins. And, you know, maybe you got somebody in your life who's gay who you need to have a conversation with so you can support them and love them as they would like to be loved. I don't know.
Don't
you
be a
either do it or you don't.
Don't be a boosie.
Just don't be a boosie. And then after that, mind your business.
Mind your business.
After that. All right. Weekly heat for this week.
Because you done showed out.
Don't let the evil in others destroy the good in you.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Simple as that. I think that we as individuals, sometimes we feel pain, so much pain. And I think I had a weekly heat before that went with this. We feel so much pain, we be wanting to give it back to other people. Never let the evil in others and what they've projected off onto you ever make you reflect back and give it to him, continue to be a good individual, because at the end of the day, God gonna look at your list. He gonna look at your list of things that you've done. He ain't gonna care about what they did that made you do this. He's gonna take a look at you, and he's going to judge you when you pull up to them gates. Now, do you want in or not? That's the question. Do you want in or not? And if you want in, don't let that evil you've experienced take away from the good that's inside you.
Well, there you have it. If you're from Southeast Arkansas and you see some beef starting on social media, just know it's her fault. So, come tune in next week, you guys. See y'all next week.
Okay, I'm fill out your milk, cause I be damned if I don't get it for my children's children, and that's real.
Tell the truth, how I feel, like I'm the only one that's real. Can't be the only one that feels like holding you real tight till midnight.